Hello everybody, welcome to today's new video. Today we would be starting with a new chapter, data handling. So before starting this chapter, I would just give you a suggestion, rather a tip, that it goes for every subject, okay? First is we should visualize that thing, and the second tip is that we should take some real life example, compare the particular thing which we are studying with that real life example, and it would be very easy for us to just cope up. Okay, so now let us do data handling. Let us move forward. So before starting data handling, the most important thing is that what is data? Okay, so what is data? Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. So now let us just compare this with our real life examples. During Diwali, we are making some sweets at our home. Okay, we just went to the kitchen and just count the number of sweets and then just told that information to our mother. Okay, so what we are doing in this situation? We are counting the number of sweets and just giving it and collecting it for some information and giving that information to our mother. So that is called data. Okay, so now let us do some more examples. First is the marks of students in an exam. So the marks which we are collecting during of students during our exam, it is known as data. The second one is score in the games. When we are collecting the team scores, that is called data. Okay, so what is data? Let us again repeat it. Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. Okay, now let's move further. Now, first topic of data handling is organization of data. So let us just go and know that what is organizing. First, just compare. Let us do a real life example. Then we will be doing in mathematics language. Okay, so what is organizing? Okay, what does the word organizing refers to? Organizing refers to is when anything is kept in a proper manner or in a methodical manner. That is called organizing. With the word organizing, we all are very much familiar. Okay, our mother frequently tell us that just organize your wardrobe. What does that mean? Just keep all the clothes and everything in a proper manner or in a methodical manner. Okay, just take this picture. Just look at this girl. Wait for some moment. Yes, just look at this girl. Okay, just look at this girl's wardrobe. Look, first her wardrobe is in such a bad condition. Now she had just organized her wardrobe. Okay, she had just organized her wardrobe, and look, she had converted this messy wardrobe to a nice, organized and a clean wardrobe. How did she that did? She did with the help of some hangers, some organizing bags and etc. Okay, so this is only called organization. So now let us do what is organizing of data. Okay, in a mathematical language, when a data is arranged in a methodical manner, it is called organizing of data. And when we organize the data, it is helpful for us also to just find the data. Yes, like when we organize a wardrobe here, it is very easy for us to find the clothes from our wardrobe. Okay, so this is an example. Okay, this is a question I am giving over here in this slide, and we would just organize this data. Okay, like we can see that 4, 6, 7, 5, 3. Now if anybody asks us, just find the number 1. it is very difficult for us to just find the number in just 1 second. We have to organize it, no? So we will organize it later. Now for organizing, like that wardrobe condition which I showed you, in that girl had organized her wardrobe in various manner by hanging her clothes, keeping her shoes in by building shoe racks, like that only. For just organizing our data, we have many types or many options to just organize it. Okay, like we just have some options to organize a wardrobe similarly. Okay, so let us see the types of organizing data. There are 3 types. First type is ascending order, organizing the data in an ascending order. You would be just solving that problem which I gave you in the beginning in an ascending order also. The second one is organizing the data in a descending order. So ascending order and descending order, all of us know. Let me again recap once. When we are just arranging the data from smaller number to a bigger number, it is called ascending order. Descending order is when we are just organizing the numbers or arranging the numbers from a bigger number to a smaller number. That is called descending order. And the next one is frequency table. So frequency table we don't know. Let us keep it aside. We would be again discussing this frequency table also. Okay. So ascending order. Let us first do what is ascending order. Okay. I gave you that question before. We would be just organizing that question only in an ascending order. Means if we take a real life example, so let us quickly take a real life example of that wardrobe only. Okay, so like for organizing a wardrobe, we had taken some hangers, some organizing bag, we had built some organizing racks. Okay, so let us do first with the hanger. Let us organize our wardrobe with the hanger. So like similarly, let us organize the data with the first organizing manner or type rather. So this is our question. So what are the numbers in our question? 4, 6, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8. If anybody asks us in 1 second, just take out 8. It is difficult, no? So now let us organize this data in an ascending order. Means organizing the wardrobe with an hanger. Okay. So let us see the answer. The answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is over here? Okay, what is it? So we are organizing this. Okay, we are organizing this number, this question in an ascending order. Means what? We are organizing this number from a smaller number to a bigger number. Means in this order. We are organizing the data in this order. Okay, so this is ascending order. Now let us do descending order. Let us organize our data in the descending order. The second type of organizing data. Question is the same. Let us quickly do it. Okay, so before just saying my answer, all of you just write down the answer in your notebooks, and now when I am just discussing the answer, just match the answer. It would be better for all of you. First is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this we are observing one thing, which is we are organizing the data or the numbers from a bigger number to a smaller number. Means in this case we are organizing our data in this form. Okay, means just stepping down, and so this is descending order. Okay, now next, so next topic of types of organizing data only, but this is the new manner which we are not very much convenient to or very much frequent to, which is frequency table. We would be now organizing our data with the help of some frequency table. So let us start to do that. What is a frequency table? Okay, so what is frequency? First just explain yourself what is frequency. Okay, so frequency is the rate at which something occurs. Okay, like I would be just giving some examples later, but let us first just explain that frequency. So frequency we had discussed. Okay, so now let us do frequency table. What is frequency table in a mathematics language? It is frequency table's definition. Okay, it is when we organize some data or numbers in a table depending on its frequency. Okay, so what is frequency? Just repeat along with me. Frequency is the rate at which something occurs, and frequency table is what? When we are organizing some data or some numbers in a table depending on its frequency. Now this word frequency, excuse me please, yes, this word frequency can be also replaced that it is when we organize some data or number in a table depending on its rate of occurrence. That is called frequency table. Okay, let us do the next topic. No, next thing, components of frequency table. Now let us quickly take an real life example. So components. Okay, components of a frequency table, like when we are baking a cake, without just collecting all its ingredients, like taking some flour, some oil, some eggs, we can't make the cake. Am I right? Like that only, for preparing a frequency table we need its ingredients, which is components. So let us just know what are the ingredients of the frequency table or the components of the frequency table. So first is drawing of a table, means like the table which we make, no, that comparative difference forms table, like this we make some tables, no, this is called a table, tabular okay, this is a table. My drawing is not so nice, sorry. This is called a table, we make some differences tables like that. So drawing of a table, first of all we need the data. Without the data, how can we know what is the rate of the occurrence of that number? No, without data we can't see that. And tally marks. Now tally marks is another thing to which all of us is not very frequent to or had not ever heard of this. Okay, so let us know what is tally marks quickly. Tally marks is our next topic. So what is tally marks? Okay, tally marks are some symbols like for for describing class 1, you know, like class 1 we do this is the symbol for class 1. this is the symbol for class 3. Yes, this is the symbol for 5. There is another symbol. So like this many symbols are there. I am just describing some few. Okay, so that is the like that is the symbols. Like that only tally marks is a type of symbols that is used in the frequency table, like that Roman numerals like 5, 3, 2. Yes, these we use for describing a class. In the school all of us use, no, like that only for frequency table, for the rate of occurrence of a number in a frequency table. To describe that, we use some symbols which are known as tally marks. Okay, now symbols of tally marks. Let us quickly do what is the symbols of tally marks. Some symbols would be very much similar to the symbols of our the Roman numerals, but only till 4. Okay, yes. So a stick for 1, 2 sticks for 2. Let us just compare these symbols, these symbols with some sticks. Okay, it will be interesting. So 1 stick for 1. This is the symbol. This is the symbol for 2, means 2 sticks for 2, describing 2. Now 3 sticks for describing 3. 4 sticks for describing 4. Now the main fun is while describing 5. It is not just okay. So it is not just like that some sticks are like these are 4 sticks. No, we add just one more stick. No, that is not the symbol of 5. We just draw a diagonal stick to do 5. Now just let us compare this symbol also to a regular example, means real life example. Like we are just assuming these symbols as sticks. Like 4 are there. Now after 4 in our hand, more than 4 sticks are not being assumed. So just think that we had just compiled this text with the help of a thread, so that we can carry it easily. Like that only, for the symbol of 5, we draw a thread just like this. Okay, so this is our thread. Let us assume this as our thread. This is the symbol for 5, and from 6 the same thing is occurred, only 5 is just constructed like this, and then the 6 for this is 5, this symbol is 5 and this symbol is 1. So how much is 5 plus 1? 5 plus 1 is equals to 6. So in 6 we don't add that thread, we don't add, it's a single one. And like for 7 also we do like this. I am just drawing it. 4 sticks, 1 thread, 6 stick, and the 7th stick. Okay, so now let us move to the next part. And I would just suggest that take a notebook and just draw the symbols of tally marks till 10. Then our concept would be cleared. Okay, now this is our example, and we would be solving that problem in a frequency table. So let us I will just remind you once. ingredients or the components of frequency table? Data, tally marks, and drawing it. We have to draw a table. So we know what is tally marks now also. So first of all, this is our data. Okay, this is our data. Okay, this is our data. Now data is there, data is present with us. Now we need the table and the tally marks. So here is our tally marks, this is our data, and this is our frequency. So frequency we generally write in numbers only, normal Arabian numericals. Okay, so the marks are, so let us now consume this data as the marks of students in a class. Okay, so the marks are 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then 4 times 6, double times 7, 8 and 9. I had already arranged this data in an ascending order, but we will arrange this data in a frequency table also. So the marks I had written over here, and tally marks I would be writing over here, and this is the frequency. So in a frequency table, again one more thing, that in a frequency table there are 3 divisions. One is for our marks, data. Second is for our tally marks, and the third is for the frequency. Now if this this data, yes, where is it? Yes, suppose this data was for scores of a team, then we would be writing over here we would have wrote scores for a team. I am just writing S over here. Scores of a team, scores, only scores. So so 1 to 9 all the numbers are there. First of all, without just seeing this this tally marks, just remove this much part. Okay, without just seeing this much part, let us first write, we have to write the marks. Okay, after writing the marks, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, then we are going to put the tally marks. Tally marks is placed on the basis of frequency. Okay, so 1 is repeated only once in this. Okay, so we would be putting the symbol of 1, means 1 stick, and then we would be writing the frequency in the numerics, Arabic numerics, which is 1. Okay, now 2, sorry, this is 2 are repeated 2 times, so tally marks are 2, means 2 sticks, and the frequency is 2. Now 3 is repeated once, so the 3 tally marks is 1 stick. So 3 is only repeated once, so the stick we would be putting with 1 stick, and frequency numerics is 1. 4 is repeated 3 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Look, 3 times. So over here the tally marks would be how many sticks? 3 sticks, means look, 3. Now 5 is repeated 5 times, means what? For just putting the sticks in a hand, to just make a punch type thing. After holding the sticks, we have to just tie a thread to carry it easily, because our hands are small. So we 4 sticks and 1 thread. Okay, means which represents 5. Let us write the numerical frequency. Then 6 is repeated 4 times, means 4 sticks. And this is 4, the tally marks is 4, and this is numerics. 6 is repeated, okay, now 7 is repeated 2 times, means 2 stick and the number 2. 8 is repeated 1 time, means 1 stick and numeric representation 1. 9 is repeated how many times in this data? In this data 9 is repeated 1 time, 1 stick, means the numerical value is 1. Okay, so today we would be only doing this much. So thank you so much, and I would be just uploading some worksheets. So just checking those worksheets. Check my website. The worksheet will be soon just in my website, and my link for my website is given in the description box. So please check the description box for the link of my website, and soon the worksheets would be given. So just practice those worksheets, and those would be enough, I hope so. So thank you. That's all for today. See you next day.